Shinobi vlog. It is Sunday, it is World Cup day, so instead of watching the football, I'm going to a place called Monsaraz. It's in a place called the Alentejo, and it's one of the darkest places on the planet. It's about 3 hours drive away. It is my last chance to photograph the centre of the Milky Way before the season is over. So I decided to go to this. There's a region up in the Alentejo, and then I came across this little village and I thought, I gotta go there. It's a little small village with a medieval wall around it, on top of a hill, overlooking a lake. So I'm gonna do a vlog. Oh, shout out to Ben on his oil rig up in the North Sea. Right, let's do this. I'm in the Alentejo now. It's the centre of Portugal, off the motorway. First time I've been up this end of things. Very rural, a bit burnt, lots of cattle, but it's nice. Everyone's driving up everybody's hole. Single track, single roads. I did a 3-day fast. I thought I'd give you my views on this. I suppose I got influenced by hipsters again. I decided to do a 3-day fast, which was eat nothing but drink water, and I drank dandelion tea in the mornings. Felt fine. Second day, lethargic in the morning. Still rode the bike into the gym, still that like round trip of 20k. Still rolled, still trained. And then on the third day, decided to stop the fast, so I did 2.5 days. And I was gonna drive to the gym, save me energy, and I decided to ride in, and I got a little bit cold. Obviously my immune system was a little bit shot. The other thing I noticed, my heart rate was probably about 20 to 30 beats higher every morning. So what happens was I ended up getting a cold, so I ended up with a fever for 3 days. So the 3-day fast turned into a 6-day fast, and I lost about probably 5 kilos now. Anyway, I'm eating again, feeling better. So I don't know if I like to experiment with shit, but I don't know if the not eating for any amount of time is any good. I was talking to the doc, and he was saying all you're doing is depleting the glycogen reserve that you've already got in the muscle, some fluids and muscle mass, very little fat. So that was that. Anyway, I'll see how I am after a week after it. So Monsaraz was definitely worth a visit. It's kind of like an old town that's not a live town anymore. It's a business town, so nobody lives there. It's all restaurants, people selling their wares, a few museums. And there's a great history there though. So it looked like a bull ring, but not a bull ring. It looked more like a human ring. I don't know whether they fought there or whether they tortured people there. There was instruments of torture in the tower to do with, I don't know what. This is a super interesting place. Behind me are some megalithic stones, and it's a stone circle. Place where it just was that old Monsaraz is up here, and this is where I'm going to shoot the stars from tonight. It's a little bit windy. Should be okay, I have lots of clothes with me. But there's another little weird building over here I'll show you in a second, but first I'll give you a view of this thing. Apparently it was moved. They are ancient, I don't know, prehistoric. So the one thing I noticed about the drive up here was the lack of palm trees. Palm trees have kind of been brought into the Algarve to make it look
know, tropical, but they're not a natural thing. And then I found this spot. Let me see this. A bunch of palm trees in a row, and then this. This is a strange little spot in the middle of nowhere, and if I was to hazard a guess, I would say that they had this as a convent and then shipped the people off then to the colonies to preach the Catholicism in there. And then the palm trees are just like a memento of the kind of exotic places that we're going to go to or came back from. That's what it seems like to me. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But it's a bit weird, in the middle of nowhere, and it's huge. So I'm gonna camp down here tonight. Well, not camp, I'm just gonna stay out. I brought lots of clothes. It's still windy. Don't think it's gonna get too cold, but I'm still getting over being sick. So I'm just gonna wrap up well. I'm gonna go find somewhere to eat now. There's a couple of little spots. Come back up here for, say, midnight, and then shoot from midnight till 4 AM and then drive back. There's one little issue I have. There's one street lamp, and I'd seen it in a photograph someone had taken here before, but I'm doing a time lapse. It mightn't be as bad, but there's a little street lamp over there, but I think it's worth having that in the shot because it's so vast and I'm shooting so wide, just because of the foreground that I'm going to have with those stones. So we'll give it a go. Anyway, I'm going to find somewhere to eat, get a coffee, chill out, listen to whose podcast am I going to listen to tonight? Paddy Houlihan. Go listen to your own. If you haven't listened to Paddy Houlihan's podcast, get on it. It's good. I'm going to be on it. Haven't I, Paddy? Right, I've settled in. I found a nice little spot out the way to eat, and it's just like 2 kilometers from Spain. You'd have known. Anyway, I just had the phone on my face here to light up. It's pitch dark. It's not as bright as the Algarve, or it's not as dark as the Algarve, should I say. Mainly because you've got the ocean. Whereas here, like they said, they turn off all the lights, but they don't. So it's still pretty bright. I'm still able to walk over the car without the light on. Whereas I can't see fuck all when I'm down the Algarve. So it's worth a trip up. I mean, the sky looks spectacular. And I've got a great shot. I think it's a really good composition, as Mark O'Brien would say. But I'm happy with how things are going. It's a good little adventure for the day. But also, it's good just to come up to these spots. I'd love to come up here for a weekend. There's lots to explore. Some of the parts remind me of Galway. So I'll have about 4 hours here, or 5. I'm going to take about 500 shots. Go as long as I can. And then I might get a sleep in the car and drive back.
Pea soup fucking driving all the way home. Can't see a fucking thing. Only 2 hours to go, the grand. And my headlamp is broken on the right hand side, so I can't drop the beams. Yeah. There was a mist starting to come down around 3 o'clock. I think it was kind of evaporating off the lake coming across. The car started getting dewy on it, and what happens is the lens fogs up. So there's a little thing you can bring, a hand warmer. You see people put them inside their gloves. You can wrap that around the lens. I just forgot to bring them. I didn't think it was going to be misty. Anyway, live and learn. Otherwise, I'm happy I made the effort. Happy to have an epic day. Happy to do a vlog again. So till the next time, we're after.